Hello to all of you. Now we have to see another example on the superposition theorem. And in this case, there we are using the three sources. In last example, we are using two sources, but if three sources are there, then what we have to do that we have to find out from this example. Now here in this case, there are three sources, V1, V2, V3, and the register network, it should be somewhat complicated network should be constructed. Now in this case, how to find out means here calculate the current flowing through register 2 ohm resistor using superposition theorem. Means here we have to find out the current flowing through this 2 ohm resistor. Now how to find out that we have to see one by one. Firstly, we have to use the first source, then remaining two sources are replaced with short circuit. Then we have to use second source, then again we have to use remaining two sources must be shorted. Then for this third case, means in this way we have to successively apply the voltage source, or we have to connect the source successively, and we have to see the performance of this circuit. Now, for this case, we have to use step one. Consider V1 only connected and redraw the circuit when V2 and V3 are shorted. Means these two sources, that is V2 voltage source V2, voltage source V3, these two sources are shorted, and when these sources are shorted, what happens? The circuit should be looks like this. Now here what happens, here if you are seeing the simplified form, because V2 it is shorted, means this line it is make shorted, in this case this line it is also make shorted. These two lines are shorted, and it forms, that is here the resistor R1 or this 1 ohm resistor, it becomes because there is short path. And current has one property, it is that current take always low resistance path. Means if you are considering the parallel resistance, that is 1 ohm with 0 ohm, the equivalent resistance becomes 0, means it is shorted. Means in which way, whatever the way we have to represent, that is this resistor must be cancelled. And the simplified form, because here this 1 ohm resistor must be remaining. Now this resistor, it is connected here, and this terminal connected here, and the simplified diagram for this case, that we have to represent with this simplified diagram, as here it is the V1 source which consists of 1 volt, then this 1 ohm resistor. Now this is that 1 ohm resistor, 1 ohm resistor, and the resistor through which we have to find out the current value, that is connected here, that is 2 ohm, 2 ohm resistor. A terminal, and here it is B terminal. Supply voltage should be 1 volt. Now the current due to V1 through 2 ohm resistor, how it is find out? By using simple formula, that is I1 equal to V divided by R. Now here R it is 2 ohm, means we have to find out the voltage, because the voltage across this resistor and voltage across this resistor both are same. We have to find out the current flowing through this resistor, that is I1, which is nothing but 1 ohm divided by 1 volt divided by 2 ohm resistor, and its value should be becomes as a 0.5 ampere. Now this is the simplest way to represent this uh, value. Now if someone says that suppose if we have to find out the current flowing through this 2 ohm resistor by using parallel branch theorem, it should be also possible. Suppose if you want to calculate that condition, that should be also possible. Firstly we have to make the parallel combination, equivalent resistance for this parallel combination, that is 2 into 1 divided by 2 plus 1, means 2 divided by 3, that value should be appears. And then you have to find out the another condition, that is the current, total current flowing through the circuit. Then we have to find out the current flowing through this branch by using the parallel branch theorem. Means the somewhat complications should be there, or complicated number of steps that should be increases to get the output. Now here we have to simplify in simple way. suppose if anyone want to represent the parallel branch theorem, that should be also possible. We can get same result. Step second, we have to replace the another voltage source. Now here the voltage source V2 is only applied and redraw the circuit with V1 and V3 are shorted. Means here the short path should be provided as here it is the V2 and these two paths are shorted and the circuit should be simplified in very good manner. That is, what happens, this is shorted means here it is connected, here it is connected. Now if you are making the simplification for this circuit, then that should be also possible. That is, here we have to write the voltage source V2 with 2 volt, positive, negative. Now here for this positive terminal, there are two 1 ohm resistor. 1 ohm, here it is 1 ohm resistor, another also 1 ohm resistor. And another terminal of this 1 ohm resistor, it is connected to negative, means here we have to connect to this negative terminal. Means this circuit should be become simplified. Means once you have to simplify any circuit, result should be easily obtained. Means we have to necessary to simplify the given circuit in required format. Then and then it should be possible to calculate the current flowing through that component. Now here it is 2 ohm resistor, that is terminals A and B, 1 ohm resistor, here also 1 ohm resistor, 2 ohm resistor. Now for this case, if you want to find out the current value, now here the voltage it is provided, voltage across this, voltage across this and voltage across this. Voltage across all these components should be same, that is 2 volt, and therefore here 2 divided by 2, it gives the value that is 1 ampere. Means it is that simplest way for getting the current. Then third condition, that is we have to represent the same equation. We have to find out the current, another current value. Here this current value it is represented as I2. Here this current value it is represented as I2, and the third current that we have to find out for this case, that is by using the superposition theorem. Now in this case the third supply it is only applied and V1 and V2, these two are shorted. Now here it is the short circuited. Now as these two circuits are shorted, then what happens? Here it is the short terminal, here it is short terminal. Now what happens, as these two terminals are shorted, only the remaining component it is that what happens, here it is the short, and short should be appears across this 1 ohm resistor, and therefore this 1 ohm resistor should be cancelled. Only remaining should be this 1 ohm resistor along with the another 2 ohm resistor. Means here we must remember that is the simplification gives result. There is no requirement of any extra knowledge or the network, all network theorems must be required to be remembered. How you have to make the simplification, that is most important thing. And each student I want to give that is suggestion, it is that you have to make some simplification, and so that you have to get the clear idea for each and every circuit. Now V3 it is 1 volt, 1 ohm resistor, 2 ohm resistor. Now for this case then I3 should be calculated, that is 1 divided by 2 again, because here 1 volt and the resistance should be 2 ohm, it gives the value 0.5 ampere. Now here the total current due to all three sources, that we have to find out, because we have to find out the current flowing through this 2 ohm resistor, and for that purpose it is necessary that the current must be obtained. Now if you are think about the circuit which is initially provided, then in that case the circuit should be represented like this. Here it is 1 volt, 2 volt, and this 2 volt it is connected across this 2 1 ohm resistor, and therefore this value or current which is observed because of this V2, that should be opposite to this branch as well as this branch, and therefore the value should be represented as negative value for this case, and therefore these are represented with negative terms. That is, I1 should be zero point 0.5, I2 should be 1 ampere, and I3 should be also zero point 0.5. It gives the current flowing through this RIL, that is, which is 0 ampere. Means no current should be appears because the voltage sources are having the specific value, and therefore this current it is represented for this case. Now this is the simple formula or simple way to calculate the current. Now in this case, why we does not calculate I1, I2, I3? If number of branches are there, then we have to calculate that things. Now here we have to only find out, or we have to get easy way to obtain the current values. Therefore we cannot go towards the complications, and we have to directly represent, that is I1 because of V1, I2 because of V2, and I3 because of V3, and therefore we have to directly find out the output for this case, and it is represented like this. Thank you.